The IndiGo chaos appears to be easing as of now, with flight operations slowly getting back to normal. Big airports like Delhi and Bengaluru saw less than 150 cancellations by noon today. In fact, at other airports like Hyderabad and Chennai, there were less than 80 flights which were cancelled. Compare this to what happened a few days back and you will get an idea how bad the situation was, which is easing now. But the resonance of what happened with IndiGo was heard in the parliament today, where the opposition questioned the civil aviation minister, who responded, Ram Mohan Raidu, responded in the Rajya Sabha. The minister stated that the government will ensure action against IndiGo for non-compliance. Take a look.
There have been a lot of internal complications. This is a day-to-day operations thing that the IndiGo should have maintained. IndiGo was supposed to manage the crew, was supposed to manage the roster through its day-to-day operations. Definitely there was a lot of difficulty that has faced by the passengers, and as a closing statement also, let me tell you that we are not taking this situation easily. We are doing an inquiry and we will take very, very strict action, not only for this situation, but also as an example. We will set an example for all the airlines. If there is any miscompliance, any non-compliance or non-adherence for any single person, any entity or any organization or any operator functioning in this civil aviation, we will take very, very strict action so that we set an example in the industry.
Meanwhile, now IndiGo has in fact told NDTV about what is happening at this moment, how things have improved for them in the last couple of days. So let's get you a status check of IndiGo. Sources have told NDTV that over 1,800 flights have been operated today. That is, IndiGo usually operates about 2,200 flights. So it's just about almost, in fact, the number that they had before the crisis. 90% is their on-time performance. And if you compare it to yesterday, which was about 75%, so that they also say is now getting better. Performance across entire network has improved. The coverage is fully restored. So now they are flying in all the sectors that they usually do. Apart from that, IndiGo sources have also told NDTV that advance notifications are being sent for any flight cancellations. In fact, they have also said that 5.9 lakh tickets have been refunded. This is between the period of 3rd to 15 December. 5.9 lakh tickets which were cancelled have been refunded from the same source that people paid for. They've also said that about 827 crore rupees refund has been done so far by the airlines. The bags were a big concern for a lot of passengers. 9,000 bags were delayed or stuck in because of the crisis, out of which half of them, 4,500, have been delivered to the customers. That is what IndiGo has said at this moment. Let me very quickly go across and bring in my colleague Tanushka, who is joining me at this moment. She's been keeping a very close eye on this story right from the time when the chaos erupted, and today significant improvement as far as IndiGo is concerned in their operations, Tanushka. But that doesn't mean that the Civil Aviation Ministry has let the news loose at this moment on them. There will be action because they have not adhered to the guidelines.
Precisely, yes, and it's not just action, but Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Raidu has promised strict action. Remember, there have been these marathon meetings that both the ministry as well as the Director General of Civil Aviation have had with IndiGo top brass. There was a meeting wherein IndiGo CEO Peter Elbers was also summoned. So a lot has been happening, and discussions about minimizing flight operations of IndiGo, discussions about heavy penalty being imposed onto IndiGo because of the massive disruption in the skies. But what we just have in from my sources, what I'm hearing is that the show cause notice that was presented, that was issued to IndiGo CEO as well as the COO by the DGCA. IndiGo has responded to these show cause notices finally. Remember, the deadline was 6 p.m., that is this evening, and IndiGo has in fact given in a response to the DGCA. Now, these questions were of course with respect to not just the flight operations up until now, but also looking forward. What next? What is the plan forward? When can we expect normalcy to return in the skies of IndiGo that have not been so blue in the past couple of days? IndiGo says that they are expecting to return to normalcy by 10th December, which is day after tomorrow. However, how much possible will that be remains to be seen. We do know that, as you were also mentioning, that 827 crore refund has been given to passengers. This is over 9 lakh passengers who have been refunded their money, and 9,500 people were also put up in hotel accommodations, and they're still working on returning more money in terms of refunds as well as the baggages as well. So remaining baggage which is to be given off will happen in the next 36 hours is what IndiGo is telling us. Back to you.
Thank you so much for joining us with all those details. She's keeping a very, very close eye on this entire story, and we'll keep bringing you the details. I have to take a very quick break at this moment. I'm coming back with much more. Stay tuned.